Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I'm going to be doing a Goodwill book haul. And I did really well with my book haul because I only got a select few books. It's kind of a short haul, but I figured I'd put something up for you guys because you all have been probably wondering where I've been. Just to inform you guys, my birthday haul that I promised you will be coming up, but it will be coming up either in October or November due to the fact that I was supposed to get birthday money, but due to financial troubles I will not be receiving that money until later, and I wanted to give you the entire haul during that point. And so stay tuned for that. It will come up, I promise. I just need to let you know. So all of you who do follow my channel, who like birthday hauls, it will show up, I promise. Just give me some time. Alright, so now that's over, let's get into my actual book haul. So I'm going to start off with a exciting book find. This book is a hardcover. I don't usually purchase hardcovers unless it's a really interesting and good find, because hardcovers at Goodwill cost about $1.99 and the paperbacks are only $99, so that's why I usually just get the paperbacks. But I found a really nice hardcover and I'm pretty excited about that. So currently I am collecting the Harry Potter series in hardcover, and I actually found a first edition in perfect condition and I got it for $1.99. Yeah, a Harry Potter book. And that is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. This is really nice condition, by the way, guys. Goodwill. And I got this for $1.99. It's just in perfect condition and I'm super pumped about it. And I cannot wait to read Harry Potter because I now own 2 of the 7 novels, which I'm really pumped about because I have yet to read the novels. We're not going to talk about it. Okay, bye. Alright, so now we'll get into the awesome paperbacks that I found. Let's talk about the ones I have not read yet. So the first one is Such a Pretty Girl by Laura Wise, I believe is the name. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what the synopsis says because I can't really explain it. It's better if I just tell it to you guys. So it's said to be a great book compared to The Perks of Being a Wallflower and I Never Promised You a Rose Garden, which I've never heard of that one, but I've heard of Perks of Being a Wallflower. I gave it 5 stars. I loved that book. It was so good. But anyways, I hope I like this one because it sounds really good. So, they promised Meredith 9 years of safety, but only gave her 3. Her father was supposed to be locked up until Meredith turned 18. She thought she had time to grow up, get out, and start a new life. But Meredith is only 15, and today her father is coming home from prison. Today, her time has run out. This sounds so cool. I remember reading this synopsis in the store and just feeling that emotion and rush because I wanted a really nice thriller to read, and I hope this is really nice. Has anybody read this by chance? If you have, let me know down below if this is good or not, because I'd love to hear your opinion. I'm still gonna give it a try though. I just want to know what other people think so I can figure out what expectations I'm going in with this. Pretty much I will go in with low expectations, but I want to be confirmed. I don't know why, but I do. So I hope this goes well because the last thriller I bought from a used bookstore, I gave it 5 stars and I loved it. So okay, next up I have How to Read Literature Like a Professor by Thomas C. Foster. So I never got to read this in school and I've always wanted to because I want to improve my reading and writing comprehension, and I love reading nonfiction books about literature. It really teaches me more valuable things because I am actually going in for an English degree, and it is very difficult for me due to the fact that I have terrible time with correct grammar, and I'm terrible at speeches as well as like talking. I continuously fumble with my words, so it's kind of one of my worst qualities in myself. So that's why I read so many books, because I know I'm never judged for that, and I can just sit back and let the people talk for me. So that's why I'm really excited to read this. I know there's a bit of annotations in this book, which is no surprise because this is a very popular book to annotate for school purposes. And so I would like to read this book and look at the annotations and make my own personal annotations from then. And hopefully it will really teach me something valuable. So, and then the next book I have not read is The Book of Speculation by Erica Swyler, and this is what it looks like. So this basically talks about Simon, who finds this book of speculation, which is filled with elaborate scripts, sketches, whimsical flourishes, and so much more. And this talks about how a bunch of circus mermaids were drowned, and his childhood friend and fellow librarian helps to figure out what's going on. And I'm really interested to see how this will go, because it can go either two ways. One, it could go really good, or two, it could just like take a downward spiral. We'll see. All right, and now we're getting into the ones that I have read before and just were amazing finds. The first one, I found an beautiful edition of a Shakespeare play, and that is Romeo and Juliet. And I just think this is the most gorgeous edition ever. Like, please. I've read Romeo and Juliet. It's one of my favorite Shakespeare plays. I'd say it's like my third favorite out of the ones I've seen / read. I still haven't seen a few of them, which I'd like to, but I just haven't had the time because, you know, I never do. And yeah, I think that rereading this could be really interesting, because whenever I read a Shakespeare play, I always learn something new that I never knew before, and it's always good to re-evaluate yourself in a important book, or should I say screenplay. And Shakespeare is well known and very popular for everything he's done, because he is fantastic, and I cannot wait to maybe possibly annotate this or just fill it with my inner thoughts. So I thought this was a great purchase. I don't even care that it was 99 cents, it was worth it. And the last one was such a great find, because I remember reading this book in high school and crying my eyes out because of how beautiful and sad and very realistic this book was, because this was set during a true time period that no one ever wants to revisit. This was during the Holocaust, and if you do not know what the Holocaust was, it was a movement during World War II where Nazi Germany soldiers were basically imprisoning Jewish people for just no reason at all, and putting them in concentration camps where they were set to work and were living in the worst conditions ever. There was murders and so many different horrible things inside these camps that no one ever wants to repeat, because it was probably the worst time in history. It was the worst war in history. At least in my opinion it was. Because thinking about everything that happened, and I actually got to go to the Holocaust Museum. If you ever have the chance to go see that museum in I believe it's Baltimore or DC. Please do it. It's a different experience. You live through their lives. It's crazy sad and crazy real, and learning about these people's journeys through hardships was just, it was so difficult. Like, I was crying the whole time I was in that museum, but at the same time, like, you could see how hard they were fighting because they just wanted to be free. It takes a true person to be able to write down his feelings in this book about everything he's been through, and that's why this book is so incredible, and I highly recommend you pick this up. And that is Night by Elie Wiesel. And so this talks about Elie, who was a teenager at the time, and him and his family were sent to a concentration camp, and he was separated from his mother and sister, and he went with his father. It is a long journey for Elie because he doesn't know what's going on, and after everything, he doesn't even know if his family's alive. That's how difficult this was. They were always removing each other and moving them around and keeping the families apart. People were dying left and right, whether it be from the soldiers or the sickness or the harsh conditions. It was brutal, and Elie documents everything so perfectly. It is a scary, dark time, but it is so well done, and that is why you can appreciate it, because he has been in 2 of the most harsh concentration camps. He went to Auschwitz, which is the #1 worst one, and then to Buchenwald, which is, I believe, the 2nd or 3rd one. There were too many of them, is all I can say. And I did look up these pronunciations of these words in case any of you were wondering. This is how you correctly pronounce Wiesel, Buchenwald, and if I'm mispronouncing Buchenwald, that's probably because I am. I'm 99.9% sure I am saying Buchenwald correct. But yeah, it was very, very difficult, and I'm really excited to see more people read this. And once you finish reading this, go visit the Holocaust Museum. Just do it, because that's what we did, and it was an experience. It was tough, it was heartbreaking, but it was beautiful at the same time. That's it for my book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please read that book that I told you about, because it's worth it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Give this video a big thumbs up if you really liked it. If not, I'm sorry. I just was thinking of this video because I really wanted to go into deep thoughts about that book, because that one was the best find I could ever find in Goodwill. Don't forget to subscribe. Click that little bell icon so you will be notified whenever I post a new video, and then leave a comment down below telling me if you have read any of these books, or if there's anything new that you want to talk about. Go right ahead, the comments is all yours. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!